Hello, my name is Nate Wilson, and today I will talk about my experiences as one of the 2024 IRES interns in Japan. I was located at the Institute of Transformative Biomolecules in Nagoya University under Dr. Yoshimoto's lab, which focuses on circadian rhythms, and I worked alongside Taylor. Taylor and I got to experience many different aspects of circadian rhythm research and all the techniques that come with that. For example, one of the techniques we did the most was SCS-PAGE, and this was used in a research of Kai-C mutants, which are part of the cyanobacteria circadian rhythm. And for that, we did in vitro reconstruction of the circadian rhythm of Kai-C mutants by looking at the different phosphorylation stages using high-resolution SCS-PAGE, which consisted of a stacking gel and a running gel. This research also required us to do buffer exchange and quantification of the proteins, among other techniques. Another technique we learned was how to use the cryostat, how to stain the tissues, and how to prepare the slides. For neural tissues, such as mouse brain or fugu or grasshopper brain, we did Nissl staining. For other tissues, such as the fugu eye or gill, we did H&E staining. Another technique we learned was how to do microinjections in Medaka, which is very special because it is different than how you would do microinjections in zebrafish. One of our responsibilities was to help take temperatures every day of the Medaka tanks, since our mentor is completing a long-term study on how cold temperatures affects their reproduction. A memorable day in the lab was when we went fishing for fugu. Here you can see them mating. Their mating behavior is related to the lunar cycle. Taylor caught 5 fugu and I caught 1. Something else amazing about this experience, aside from all the research experience we got, was how immersed we were in the culture. We got to experience many different aspects of Japanese culture, even if around Nagoya, such as going to the Chicken Wing Festival or enjoying the baseball games. We just got to experience so many different things. So next I will talk about those experiences. Many of our experiences were acquired through travel. We got to see beautiful sights in Tokyo and Kyoto, and many times we travel as a cohort, which made the experience more valuable because we got to learn new things together. And I definitely had many moments in Japan where I learned new things about myself or just learned to appreciate the culture even more in ways that I hadn't expected to before. For example, one of the most moving experiences was going to a temple with blood-stained floorboards on the ceiling, and it was just a beautiful experience of life and death, as there is also a tree that is very, very old, and just seeing this tree and seeing the floorboards and seeing people is just a conflicted story, but one that I really appreciate the culture for saying and holding up because it's one that not many cultures speak of, and that truly moved me. But for me, the biggest highlight of Japan and the thing I'll remember for the rest of my life is the friendships I made there, especially with my lab partner Taylor, who we got to explore Nagoya and other parts together, my mentors, the rest of the cohort. I think the most beautiful part was being able to share culture in such a unique way, especially if we're from the same culture, such as my cohort. We each had our own interests in Japanese culture, but we would share it with each other. For example, I learned a lot from Taylor about going to temples, and that brought me, as I mentioned, a lot of spirituality. But my mentors would also teach me their own things, and I would teach them about my culture. So it was like definitely an open dialogue that I don't think any other internship would have granted me. So thank you so much to all my friends and mentors in Japan. I will forever be grateful for this experience and for the time we shared.